the big house, Michigan Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Longhorns headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 20. Yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Swamped immediately.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Here's Underwood to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route, and they get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 4th down, Underwood. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Throwing, Underwood. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
Man, this defense has their hands full today, because not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And they can't make the connection on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Using his legs, it smothers. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll run it in the red zone. It smothers. Powers through the defender. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that and pick up a big...
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense trying to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And the fumble recovery sets up this offense with a great opportunity to cash it in for points. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Play action with Underwood. Flush to the left. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Underwood. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Dead center perfect. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 99 set to kick off.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Turning it on! Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by them.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Snags it at the 30 and still running. To the house. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Underwood from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Marshall. Snags it, and he's open. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's Underwood to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Sets his feet. It's Underwood. Finds his big tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't.
He's loose. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the back. Enough to move the chains. Still on his feet at the 45. breaks into the open. He's at the slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Deep in the end zone, it's Marsh. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Throwing, Underwood. Out wide right, it's Marshall. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's Marshall. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
To the back. Makes him talk to the hand. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Breaks through, it's Marshall. Runs through the tackle. And runs through another guy.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This is a designed run. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Right side, it's Marshall. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 84 yards. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Gets rid of it. Out wide right, it's Winston. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Left side is Lockett. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Right side, it's Winston. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Hits inside, it's Smothers. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
Yeah, the beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound the rock and you can use your big guys up front, you can win a lot of football games.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground. He's got it again. And he's stopping behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move and still couldn't get loose.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Now here's Manning. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's a great idea by this defense, man. Third down, it's money down. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to their go-to guy. And what does the defense do? They double team him, take him away, and force the fourth down.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. So here they come on 4th and long. This play made much more difficult by that third down penalty. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Fires the pass, intercepted. Smashes through the tackle. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. There he goes. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Long way to go on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Underwood. Out wide right, it's Marshall. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
He breaks a tackle. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Moving out to the right. Inside the 10-yard line, it's shoved out of bounds at the 9.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can...
Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Arch is going to throw for it. Under pressure. At the 35, he's open. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the back. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air. It's Manning. Throws to the tight end. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Second and long here. protection with Manning. Out wide left, it's Smothers. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, flying the friendly skies.
And that was a big touchdown because it keeps this thing within striking distance now going into the second half. That touchdown there puts so much pressure on the opponent. Guys, we've got a ball game. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to turn out.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Cuts it upfield. It's Smothers. Turning it on. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. On the return, it's Chambers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to end. Makes the grab in their space. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. From the gun, the ground game. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Left side, it's Buchanan. At the 40, there he goes. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Right side, it's Marshall. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back. Close.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. And he was looking for the pick six. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Tight end now in motion. Looking for room. It's Smothers. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Manning to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just steamrolling the defense. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. A give to Brown. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Manning on play action. Still looking to his right. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
Man, this defense really bowing up their neck. This part of the field, don't let them run the ball on 1st down. Don't let them be physical. Nice job. 2nd down, ready for the pass. Rush the quarterback, get the sack. This defense is dialed in the red zone.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Breaks into the open. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Sends it back in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, and they almost had another one, and this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Going to take a shot. Knocked away at spinning, and that is precision defensive back play there. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Handoff for Brown. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's changing the play. Brown again. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Manning. Moves to his right. Snags it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run with Brown. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Texas! Put 6 on the board.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Out wide left, it's Chambers. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Dumps it off in the flats. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Out wide right, it's Marsh. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. Motion from the wideout. Fourth down, Underwood. Unloads to the right. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Handoff to the single back. Makes the tackle.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Third down from the gun, Manning. They're all over him. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Other scores around the country. Slippery Rock 30. IUP 27.
Ready to try the point after.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Marsh. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Turns it upfield. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
180 race car. 180 race 776 captain. 7 down.
Throwing, Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field, playing great.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Ready.
Arch Madness. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
from the gun on third down. He wants it all, throwing for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Manning. They get to him as he throws. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.